I want to talk to you about going before you're ready, because it's one of the biggest things that I used to really talk about last time we were doing these episodes, was the fact that sometimes you're going to be put in a position where you need to go and you might feel a bit unsure or a bit uncertain or uncomfortable or scared or fearful or anxious, and we just posted episode 18 of The Journey. And it's not perfect, and the music's a little high in places, and the images are a bit shaky, and the color's blown out a bit. But you know what? I'm in the game. And I just encourage you, as you're watching this on episode 19 of The Journey, after again another big week, I just want to encourage you that you can do this too. You don't have to be perfect. No one expects it to be perfect. But what people want to see is you. They want to hear your message. They want to hear your voice. And they want to know about why you do what you do. So I really hope you're enjoying the episodes again. As imperfect as they are perfectly imperfect. And, I really value all of the feedback you guys bring and anything that you provide to me in way of encouragement and support. So go out and do it for yourself, though. It's great to sit on the sidelines and cheer other people on, but you could be the one on the field. I used to sit on the sidelines once upon a time and look at all these people on stage and think, wow, I'd love to do that. I would love to impact people's lives. And now I'm not even going to say that I'm fortunate, because I've worked hard for it. But I had to get myself off the sideline. No one pushed me on the field. I had to push myself on the field, and I had to put my hand up and say, I'm ready for this. And you're ready for this, so go do it. It always feels weird when you walk up an escalator and it's not working, doesn't it? Just got another workshop today. Just going to go to the room and prepare, then grab some breakfast, then have a quick meeting with the client before we kick off. Vlog, just in the morning tea session at this workshop. So everyone's just gone outside, and one of the things that keeps coming up for me is just the basics. Like, you gotta know the basics. So in your industry, in your space, if you want to be the expert, you got to know the basics about your product, about your service, and you got to know the distinctions between you and somebody else who's in your space. And in this case, a lot of the guys don't, and that's scary when you're spending money on Facebook ads or anything like that. You got to know what the distinctions are. So I don't know how well you're doing the basics, but I hope that you're doing them well. And if you're not, let this be a good reminder for me to do it. Vlog Friday. I'm getting the train today, I used to do this every day because I'm fascinated by humans and how they interact, but I lost my card, and there's a story here for you. So I just got to the train station. It's about maybe 6 o'clock. Yeah, it's just past 6 o'clock in the morning. And here in Australia anyway, I don't know where you're watching this, but here in Australia, we have a card system where we touch the card and then we touch when we get off, and it credit and debits. And I lost both of my cards on the train. I don't know how that happens, but anyway, I did. So this morning, I just spoke to the lady here. And bear in mind, it's super early. She's probably been here for a while. And she was so good. Like, her service was so good. She didn't just go through the motions of saying, oh, here's your new card, see you later. She explained how I could use my card better, and she told me, look, if your old cards are in your name, you can transfer the money across from your old card to your new card. Like, she was just really helpful. So I don't know what her name was, sadly, so I can't thank her, but lady at Darra train station, thank you. But it's a good lesson in business to remember that sometimes it doesn't take much to go above and beyond. It can just be a slightly deeper level of conversation. It can be answering one more question, or perhaps alleviating a concern that your client might have that doesn't get presented, but is an irrational thought or a thought within the client that might be scaring them, frustrating them, making them anxious. And you can answer that and fix that problem super easily. So where in your business right now could you be providing better service is my question for you. And my challenge for you is to lift your game a little bit. So where can you just go that little bit more? Where can you add that little distinction between you and your competition by just providing a little bit higher level of service. Just heading out in the city for some lunch with a client. And I did a live stream a little earlier. I just wanted to share it with you guys on the vlog. My live stream was around doing the thing that you've been putting off. Because for me, you know, like this vlog, for example, getting back into doing this, being comfortable to do it on my own instead of having the team with me, has then led me to look at the podcast. So today I recorded the first couple of episodes of the podcast. If you haven't yet got my book, you'll be able to download the whole audiobook on the iTunes store, probably in about a week from the time that you'll see this vlog. So it really raised me to ask the question of my mastermind members about, you know, what they need to be doing today and what they've put off for maybe too long. And so the question that I've got for you is, what are you putting off? What have you been putting off for too long that you should do today because you've got the skills and you're ready, but you just haven't made it a priority for you? So my suggestion is that you put it in your calendar, understand what the task is that you need to do, what the step is that you need to take, and then do it. I will see you guys after lunch. All right, just finished that meeting in the city, bit of lunch with the client. Now I'm just heading to the train station and I gotta go see my surgeon. So for those who don't know, I had a gangrene appendix a few weeks ago, which wasn't ideal. But I'm all on the mend. I just gotta go get signed off so I can yeah, get my health back in shape. Anyway, on to the next thing. Saturday morning, I am heading into the office now to record my audiobook, the audio version of my book, and which that's going to be released as a podcast. So, got my thing stuck. That's going to be the first season of the Are We There Yet podcast. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys behind the scenes of how I do the audiobook. And if any of you are thinking of writing a book, I'll take you through the structure that I've used to write my book and how I published it. And so you can just basically follow along. Right, so I'm at the office now, ready to record my audiobook, which I'll set up for in a moment and I'll show you guys. But I was just on the phone to a good friend of mine, and he said to me, Kirby, why are you so focused on health at the moment? You know, I noticed on your Facebook Lives, you've been talking a lot about your health and how you're going to focus on it for the next 90 days. And I wanted to share it with you because yes, it's about me in a sense. I obviously want to feel healthier. I want to feel more energetic. But one of the big parts of it is that what I've noticed is if I'm to have an impact, for example, if I go and speak in front of some people and they then go and impact the world in a certain way, that is a massive ripple effect that is occurring based on me looking after myself. And so the more I can do that, the more I can be in high energy, the more I can get in front of people. Therefore, the more people I can impact, therefore, the more people they can impact. And so the ripple effect of me just choosing health is so big for the external, for the people that I want to serve, but also for my family as well. I mean, if I'm here and I'm giving it 110% while I'm here for the people that I'm impacting or when I'm standing on a stage, I also want to know that when I get off that plane or get out of that car, and I step back into my own home with my own children, that I can also give them 110%. Because honestly, I've probably failed at that a little bit. I've given so much to one side, which has impacted another. Or if I've focused too heavily on giving my energy at home, then I don't have the energy at work. And that's just been a bit annoying for me. So that's why I'm focused so much on it. So I don't know about you. I don't know where your health's at. But maybe there's something in your nutrition and your energy where you just feel a little off. I'd encourage you to go and research and learn, and even just keep it simple. Just drink more water. You know, if you don't want to go and read big books and you don't want to go and listen to podcasts about your health, just drink some more water. That's a great start. So I hope that helps you in some way. I'm going to go get set up now. I'll show you guys once I'm set up. I'll talk you through how I'm going to do this audio recording. And yeah, I'd welcome any questions you've got as well. So I'm all set up now to start recording my audiobook. Now, obviously, if you're going to do this, you could go and do it in a studio and spend a lot of money to do it. But I just want to show you how simple this really is. So I'm recording this for Audible and other platforms for audiobook sales. But also, this is going to be released as the first series of the podcast. So essentially what I've got, first of all, start with the basics. Lots of water. I've got 3 of these set up. So I've got 3 liters of water. And then I'll take a break and then just restock. So I'll be drinking plenty of water throughout the day. I've got good natural light. So I know it's probably blowing up my face a bit. But it's important for me to be in a space where I've got good light. Also, I've got a standing desk. I really believe in moving a lot, especially when I'm on a call. So I just feel like the energy is different. Your energy is going up rather than your energy coming down when you're sitting. So I've got a standing desk. I've got a really basic setup here. So let me just show you. I've got an Audio-Technica microphone. This cost me like $30 on Amazon. So this is not stupidly expensive. I am looking at a new microphone called a Blue Yeti, which is a bit more fancy and it's about $200, but you don't need that. You could literally just use this. This is perfectly good. In fact, the first podcast that I had, which spent 16 weeks at #1, this was the microphone that I recorded it with, so it seems to work. In terms of recording, if you're using a Mac, you can use GarageBand or an iPad. It comes directly with that free, so you don't even need to. In fact, you can even use your iPhone now. It's got GarageBand on it. But I use Logic Pro X only because I used to make a bit of music, and so I've still got it. So that's Logic Pro X. You can see here, I don't know if you'll be able to make that out. I've set up some audio tracks. Very, very simple, an audio track per chapter. There's a certain format that I have to roll through when I'm making it for Audible. I've got to say some titles separately and stuff like that. So that is all set up. On another monitor here, I've got my book. So obviously I'm just going to scroll through that and I'll read that off the screen as I'm talking. And essentially that's about it. Like, it's really not more complex than that. Obviously you're going to switch my phone off, make sure I've got no distractions. And then, yeah, I'm just going for it. So, you know, sometimes you just got to get stuff done, and it might be imperfect, but who cares? It's going to be done, and you guys get to enjoy it then. So that's literally it. Now, if you're using a PC, by the way, and you want to do the same thing, there's a free program called Audacity. So you don't have to, like, literally, you could release an audiobook for free. You literally use free software. You could use the headphone microphone on a pair of headphones. As long as the audio is clean, you should be pretty good. And you could certainly use that for podcasting. If you just want to get started, it doesn't have to be fancy at all. Like, I've got probably, realistically, if I had a computer with Audacity on it or GarageBand, that's free. Obviously, the cost of the computer, $30 for a microphone, not expensive at all. So that's pretty much it. So here we go. It is now 1 o'clock. And I literally just finished doing the audio recording of my book. Quite an interesting process to talk to yourself for 4 hours or whatever that just took. But really, really pleased that I've got it done. So go check it out. It'll be on the podcast store by the time you see this. So on iTunes or Stitcher or whatever your device of choice is. And it's completely free, all of it. So go take advantage before I take it down. Sunday morning, and it is another cracking day here. And as I said, I am committed to my health goal, so I'm going to the gym. So I just wanted to put it out there on here because I know for me, when I verbalize something, I'm far more likely to get it done. I don't know if that's the same for you. Maybe it is. But if it isn't, and you find that you're constantly falling off the perch when it comes to your goals, maybe you should verbalise it. Maybe you should tell the world what you're up to. That way you can't back down. Done. Look after your health, people. It's important. You know, every big entrepreneur that you see, or people who are making a big difference in the world, they're all looking after their health. So make sure you're not any different to that if you want to make a difference.